Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, and I want to talk about the accident that Obama suffered this past week when he cut his lip, and the significance of the 12 stitches which were required to close that cut. As you know, Barack Obama is found in Bible prophecy. He is an extremely important figure in American history. Our first president was George Washington. Our last president is Barack Obama. It's very interesting that he just sent an aircraft carrier called the George Washington to the South China Sea. I believe that was a provocation. I believe that's found in Daniel chapter number 40. Those 12 stitches refer to Daniel chapter number 11, because Obama is the most important person in Daniel chapter number 11, even though there is only one verse that refers to him. The first 12 verses in chapter 11 of Daniel are divided into a 4-4-4 sequence. The last 15 verses are divided into a 5-5-5 sequence, but they are marked off by another 4-4-4 pattern. That's because there are 4 objects in verses number 33, 38, and 43. Obama's number in Bible prophecy is 444. That's because he's the 44th president of the United States. That's because he was born on the 4th of a month. He was elected on the 4th of a month. Even though President Obama is only found in one verse in chapter number 11 of Daniel, and that is verse number 40, that is an extremely important verse because it describes how the last king of the South, and that would be Obama, provokes the last king of the North in World War III. Now, I always assumed that the last king of the North was Vladimir Putin, because Moscow is due north of Jerusalem. But it's possible the last king of the North is Kim Jong-il, who is the president of North Korea. Let's take a look at the description of this last king of the North as found in Daniel chapter number 11. Now, is this last king of the North Putin or Kim Jong-il? He is given 6 different characteristics in chapter 11, verses 36 through 39. First, he magnifies himself above every god. Now, this would be typical of any communist, either Putin or Kim Jong-il. He does not regard the God of his fathers. Well, as a communist, he would not honor the God of his fathers. Third, he has a problem with women. Some Bibles say that he lusts after women. Some Bibles say he does not regard women. Fourth, he worships the god Maoism. Now, Maoism should be transliterated. It should be left in the original language because it refers to the Muslims. Fifth, he worships a god his fathers knew not with gold. I believe this god, this strange god, is nuclear power and nuclear weapons. And he spends all of his country's money developing nuclear power. Again, this could be either Putin or Kim Jong-il. And lastly, he fortifies Maoism, that is the Muslims, with this strange god. He gives the Muslims nuclear technology. Again, this could be either Putin or Kim Jong-il. Remember, these verses do not refer to the Antichrist. The Antichrist does not appear in chapter 11 until verse 41. So the question is, did Obama receive this injury so as not to provoke this last king of the North? Another reason I believe this cut to the lip of Barack Obama was significant, not only because of the 12 stitches, which refer to Daniel chapter number 11, but also because it was an injury to his mouth. I believe this was a warning from God. Obama is known as a great orator. Was he going to make a speech this week explaining why the aircraft carrier George Washington had attacked North Korea? As you know, both George Washington, our first president, and our last president, Barack Obama, are extremely important because they both have received dreams and visions from Almighty God. I have several videos explaining Obama's important dream, and there are videos favorited on my channel about George Washington's vision. I also have liked a recent video from Dr. Owar in which he saw an aircraft carrier in the South China Sea attacked by missiles. was his vision about the George Washington aircraft carrier. In conclusion, this is going to be a critical week in American history. We need to pray for our president. He is found in Bible prophecy. He is extremely important, and we need to support him. And then let me close, as I usually do. If you would like a free copy of my book, Revelation Unraveled. Incidentally, I'm almost out of my book. I only have about 1,000 copies left. If you want one, you should order one right away. They are free. Simply write to the address you see on your screen.